morning, everyone, and woo, is it a wild one out there this morning? We're all out of sorts this morning, but Pete Wilson is here. The weather is unpredictably insane.
Right, exactly. If you didn't get a chance to get your bread and milk, too bad.
I know. Who knew?
Yeah, our advice is if you don't have to have bread and milk, just stay away for a little bit. We think the weather.
Stay home for a couple
We think the weather
hours.
will probably clear out, but we always qualify that because we don't know for sure.
We think, yes,
Exactly.
absolutely. This little snow squall that they keep talking about, we are just right in this strip in the middle of it, and it's not a big system. It's just we're stuck in the middle of it here in downtown Jackson. So, just be careful. Hopefully, it will move through quickly. And but if you don't have to be out on the roads, and I'm not being a shall we say alarmist, it's kind of gnarly out there.
Okay, well, if you want to go from the professionals, both Jackson County and Vinton County are under a level 2 snow advisory. And those were put on actually in the early morning hours before the snow squall hit. And so that just certainly confirmed the situation
was coming,
there.
yes.
Right. I think because the temperatures were down so low and because it rained yesterday,
Yes.
there was a concern, there'd be icy spots. I'm sure there was. And that was why, they did the level 2s. But level 2 means you shouldn't be out unless you absolutely have to.
Absolutely.
And that will probably continue for a while longer. It's supposed to be very cold today, so there's not going to be it's supposed to be gray and gloomy. However, the snow should lift out of here by at least late morning. The very latest that the National Weather Service put out, in case you haven't gotten an alert on your phone or watching TV or whatever, is the snow squall warning that they have out was extended from 8:45 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. And I just looked out our front windows here at the Total Media building here at 708 East Main Street in Jackson. It was still coming down pretty good.
And the snowflakes are like this big. It's actually, if you don't have to be out in it, it's beautiful.
Right. No, it's nice. And once you're inside and you can look out the windows.
Yeah.
But I came to work at 6 a.m. and, of course, there was already the level 2, and I thought, boy, there must be icy out there. I didn't run into any of that. There was just a little bit on my car. And then I work in a part of the building where there's no windows, and I did not realize from my bunker that this had happened.
It's gnarly.
Suddenly, I saw some school delays turn into school closures.
Okay.
And, in case you didn't know, all the schools are closed, including all the campuses through the University of Rio Grande, the main campus, and also all the branch campuses as well. So, no school anywhere. And some of those delays, like I say, turned into closures in the 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. period there, where they have to make a decision because of buses and so forth.
Sure.
But a squall. Some people may not know what a snow squall is. Here is
Heard that word quite a bit the past 2 days.
Well, here is what they say. It is intense bursts of heavy snow with gusting winds, leading to blowing snow and low visibility. The visibility is supposed to be down to a quarter of a mile.
It's a problem out on the highways right now.
Right,
That's what I encountered.
Right, I know you came a little farther than I did, just outside of town, and you ran into this. But the nixles from the sheriff's office indicate that there's really hazardous driving conditions, multiple wrecks out there.
Lots of wrecks, yes.
Whether it's visibility, snow, slick spots, ice, or whatever. There are some roads that are still closed. We are knowledgeable of crashes that occurred and crashes or closures on State Route 139 at Seward Road. Both lanes of U.S. Route 35 at Lloyd's Bridge Road were closed. We've not heard they've reopened. Reportedly, unconfirmed, but reportedly a semi was on the highway.
Yeah.
So, this is...
across the highway.
Right. A lot of folks are heading that way, maybe to work, Chillicothe, Columbus, points in between.
Yeah, cancel it if you've got an appointment or something.
So that's going to be a problem. Sour Run Road was closed from Glendale Road to U.S. Route 35. That was because of an accident. State Route 93, this is a big travel towards Colton and Wellston. It was closed between Jackson Hill Road and Sands Hill Road. That's just outside Jackson, almost all the way to Colton.
Okay.
And Mulga Road was closed for a short time. That's a big a big cut across for folks from Wellston to hit State Route 32 and go in the other way. It was closed between number 12 Hollow Road and State Route 32. So once again, if you don't have to be out, and I know a lot of people have employment responsibilities,
Sure.
But you also have to be safe. You just need to make a decision there, talk to your employer, because here's the thing. You pointed out that it was kind of like a concentrated thing in a small area.
Very.
We have an employee here that was coming to Total Media from the Portsmouth area.
Yes.
And he didn't run into any trouble in Scioto County
Right.
and into Pike County. Came in on State Route 776 and 32, and when Pike County turned into Jackson County, it was a winter wonderland.
It's just
right.
It's like a line.
Right. One of our employees here who was on the radio side and watching the weather, obviously through updates, said it looked like the radar. It was almost like the squall was following U.S. Route 35.
That's what.
But both sides, towards Chillicothe and towards Gallup Bliss.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, the worst areas, and you know, if you're home and you want to go out or you think you need to go out, the worst areas should be central Jackson County. That's where we are. Mm-hmm. Southeastern Vinton County, which would be, you know, east of Hamden there towards Lake Alma. Northeastern Gallia County, southern Meigs County. Those are the areas that are in the snow squall warning, and that's not to say there's not snow squall outside there, but
Sure.
this is the worst area for sure. So countless crashes, and so you know the thing, Jennifer, is you know, unless you have to absolutely stay home.
Yeah, stay
put.
put.
It's going to be cold and windy, but the snow should end by late morning. We think.
We hope.
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. And yes, and you mentioned it, the squall thing, visibility. Visibility to me was the problem that I encountered because people were pulling over to the side of the road with their blinkers on and stuff, but you can't see them. It sounds crazy that you can't see people with their blinkers on, but until you get right up on them, you can't.
Because of the visibility. And here's
It's a problem.
Here's another thing. People have, to be polite, some different driving habits. Some people
they're
proceed as if
idiots.
there is no problem at all, and other people
Yes.
wisely are creeping along, trying to be as careful as possible. But that doesn't help you if somebody is in that other way of driving,
Going 80 miles an hour,
going
passing
behind you.
Yeah,
you know, as you know,
just chill out, slow
good way
down,
to put it. Good way to put it.
and get there safely.
Right.
Please.
It's just a you know, if you don't have to go out, please do not go out a little bit later. I mean, it should be better. Still going to be a nasty day because of the cold temperatures. This is supposed to be the coldest day of the week for the rest of the week. It looks like.
Gotcha.
I don't think we're going to get out of the 20s today.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. As far as the rest of the news, not a whole lot to tell you. I was going to lead with this, and did I talk yesterday about the big grants for Wellston and
No.
MacArthur? I didn't think I did. This was in our paper on Wednesday, and this was really good news. So after giving you this nasty weather news, we'll give you some good news for the city of Wellston and the
Love good
village of
news.
MacArthur. They passed a government funding bill here not too long ago in Washington, and it included some money for projects, local projects in different locales, including the 2nd Congressional District, which is represented by Republican David Taylor. He got funding. He sought funding for a lot of projects. 9 of them were funded in this funding bill. It's not a grant. It's federal money for public works projects, infrastructure projects. Of the 9 projects in the sprawling 2nd Congressional District, 3 of them went to our local area, 2 to the city of Wellston,
Whoa,
1
that's
to the
great.
village of MacArthur. They're doing the big water plant,
Yes.
new water treatment plant in Wellston.
Much needed.
And, it's going to be a lot of money, and they're still securing funding for 3 different phases. They're in phase 1 now. That's apparently paid for. Well, one of these funding allocations from Washington is $2 million to help pay for phase 2, which will come on down the line. And so that water treatment plant, there is construction going on now. It kind of looks like a pile of dirt. They're off State Route 327, South Pennsylvania Avenue, actually off 15th Street. It's kind of between the highway and the fairgrounds, if you're familiar with that area. But $2 million, much welcomed, I'm sure, by Wellston Mayor Anthony Brenner. speaking of Wellston, of course, a lot of the emergency services now are on the Marks radio system. It is I forget what that acronym stands for, but it is, the new modern communication that almost all emergency service agencies are on.
Okay.
Well, the Wellston Police Department was not on that, but they will be receiving $200,000 to update its outdated radios to Marks compatible digital systems.
Love that.
And when everybody else, it's just not that it's modern and more efficient and works better, but when everybody else or most everybody else is on Marks and you're not, that can be a communication problem, between agencies. So $200,000 for that. And in the village of MacArthur, they've got a big water line project that they are trying to fund, and now they are getting $1 million here in this funding bill from Washington. So that will be good news for them. It seems like a broken record. We talk about our local cities and villages, and they all have water line problems. And what's happening is all these water lines that are in there now put in about the same time, maybe about 100 years ago.
In the horse and buggy days, literally.
And they don't last. It's unseen, but they don't last forever down there.
Sure.
And that's part of the reason why you have disrupted water service, you have water line leaks or whatever. It's just old infrastructure.
But we all want to fix things that we can see that look pretty. You know what I mean? But all that underground stuff has to be done too.
One thing, the local governments don't have the money, and sometimes you just put off problems, and sometimes you don't know how bad they are. But anyway, of course, here in Jackson, Mayor Randy Evans said that he thinks about every water line in Jackson needs replaced, and they've already started doing a lot of them.
Yep.
But here's the problem. It's expensive to do, and it's hard to do with local money if you don't have enough of it.
Yes.
And you're already doing a lot of regular operations.
You still got to run the city.
For city services and like that. So that's why the grants are so important. So anyway, good news for the city of Wellston and the village of MacArthur.
That's great news.
Yep.
Love that. And as we say, it can be very, very frustrating with the work and the progress, and we know that it is. But at the end of the day, it's going to be really, really nice.
It is. It'll be something that should serve the public for
the next 100 years. We hope.
Yeah, probably for the next 100 years, because it's a lot. These new water lines, they're also bigger, and so water pressure will be better. Water service will be more reliable.
Yeah.
And not to mention
better made.
Yeah, not to mention guaranteeing good clean water, making it to you, not just from the treatment plant, but making it to you. It's got to make it to you. So.
Yeah.
Good. All these things are happening. A lot of our cities and villages are aware of these problems, and they are addressing them. It won't be fixed in a day, but they're working on them.
Very good. Well, Pete, thank you for giving us this update. Again, if you are having to travel, please just be very, very careful out there. Slow down, leave early. If you're trying to head between here and Chillicothe, don't, because both lanes of the highway are closed down due to accidents, and we haven't heard otherwise that they're back open. So there's that. Hopefully this weather will move on quickly, and we can all get back to normal. So because of the weather and the fact that a lot of people have trouble traveling this morning, our guest was not able to make it. So Adrian was so kind as to pick out a very special episode to show you. And I think that this is very appropriate because it's something that you all can participate in and get your rear ends moving this morning. So what I mean by that is this is an episode with our good friend Nancy, and we are going to do chair yoga. So you can sit at home, watch the snow, participate in some yoga as well, and get your body moving this morning. So let's head straight to that, and we hope that you enjoy it and get moving.
All right, and also real quickly, I shouldn't have failed to mention this. A lot of the closings and the updated weather reports are on our website, thetelegram.news.com. We're going to stay right on that. Jeremiah Shaver is working remote today, but he's very busy keeping up on these for me. I appreciate that. And, of course, on our Facebook as well, the same information, actually quicker on Facebook because we can get that out real quick that way, but on our website as well. And I know Matt McKee is live on WKOV with his morning show. Porterhouse and Jay Say are live on WYRO right now. I know they're keeping up with it as well. So
You got it.
So stay tuned to our total media platforms for the very latest. We are committed to keep up with that for you.
You got it. We're here for you. That's absolutely correct. So, all right. Well, let's head on over to do some chair yoga. Get your bodies moving this morning. Okay, wait. I got to do this right. Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Our friend, our resident yoga guru, Nancy, is here again with us today. Oh, and Cheryl's going to join us. Yay! Love this. And so you were so kind as to come in, I don't know, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago now.
It's been a while.
We did some yoga, some basic beginner learning things, and so we said, okay, well, that was really fun, and we had a lot of participation in it. So Nancy is back.
Hello. Yep.
And we're going to do
Some more basic things.
some more basic things because
It's all basic. Beginner's mind.
Love that.
Every moment as if it's fresh and you're just a 3-year-old exploring.
Love that. Does that mean that I have a mind, that we have minds?
More or less.
It is Monday.
It is Monday. You are correct on that. But
we want everybody sitting at the edge of the chair and feet about hip distance apart.
wait,
And
okay.
we measure hip distance by bringing fists together like this, and if we can bend over and get the hands between the arches, that's hip distance apart. So you want your arches to touch your fists,
Oh.
and that's hip distance apart.
Oh. So you learn something new every day.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully. So as we sit at the edge of our chair, just to remind everybody that the pelvis tilts forward just a little bit, and then that can maintain the natural curvature in the spine at the lower end, and then with the shoulders back over the hips and the head, ears kind of in line with the shoulders, we have the curvature in the neck too. So sitting up straight, sitting at the edge of the chair, helps the nervous system to say, hey, life is good.
Woohoo!
We're anticipating something wonderful to come.
Because we all typically sit like this.
Right, or we slump back in
Yes.
the chair, and,
I mean,
and it's comfortable. Sometimes I find myself on the couch with my laptop like this. So,
Even you do it.
Even
Okay,
I
I
do
don't feel so bad then.
yes. And since Amanda gave me a love seat, I've been actually sitting on furniture rather than the floor.
Is that a yoga thing? Because I have a friend who is very, very much, she doesn't live around here anymore, but very, very much into yoga, and she used to sit on the floor all the time.
It's better for your hips. I went to a conference once, and one of the most famous national yoga teachers was leading a class, and he said, people ask me all the time, what can I do for my hips? He said, get off your furniture, sit on the floor. Because the furniture we have is generic. It's made not for us, not for somebody who's short, not for somebody who's tall, but somebody who's kind of in between, which nobody is. And it encourages us to be lazy in our posture. The other thing is, if we get up and down off the floor all the time, we can continue to do that into our 80s and 90s, perhaps.
You're exactly right about that. Just thinking about, setting on the floor and then trying to get up, if you're doing that over and over again, that has to be a good thing, because I can't even get up off the floor half the time. I feel like
It seems like it gets harder and harder every year.
I bend over at the restaurant to pick something up. I'm like, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
You need one of those grabby things.
Yeah, the little claw things. Yeah.
But if you're 85 and you fall and you can't get up off the floor, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then you got to call the squad, which is expensive and it's not good.
No.
So it's an important thing to do.
Yeah, so sit on the floor. Well, when you're sitting on the floor, though, what is the best way to sit on the floor?
Well, I'm going to back up. It depends on your knees and your hips and everything else.
Sure.
Okay. So, but I'm going to back up and kind of demonstrate maybe on the chair. Yeah, I don't have enough chair here. But I sit like this.
So kind of crisscross.
Yeah,
Kind of.
crisscross applesauce. But the better thing for people who,
How do you get your legs to do that?
the better thing for people who don't do that very often is to have the shins kind of parallel to each other, and then, you know, one crossed over the other, and that actually gives you more ability to sit up straight and be supported.
Okay.
And you don't have to worry about whether or not get my foot up there, you know.
Just do the best you can,
Do the best you
correct?
can.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I assume, though, as you do that more and more, you'll become stronger and more flexible, and it will become easier.
Yeah, I think that there's a point at which, as we age into things, you have to work harder.
Mhm.
Like for you it will be easy.
I hope. We'll see.
Because I didn't start doing yoga till I was 49, and 50s and early 60s were wonderful in
Okay.
terms of my strength and flexibility. And now that I'm a little older than that and not practicing quite so much, it's more difficult. So
Okay.
daily
So there's
practice.
hope for us.
There is
There's
hope.
hope. Yes, there's hope. Yes, 60s like the new 40.
Okay, there's
I-
hope for me.
There is something to that. I do believe that people, I feel like, are feeling younger,
Mm-hmm.
or fighting getting older.
Well,
More.
I think the culture has shifted so that I can remember my parents seemed like they were very old in their 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the whole culture has revved up somehow, and so people are much more active longer,
Oh, yes.
I feel like,
and that
yeah.
activity keeps you young.
I turned 50 this year, and I honestly, I feel more empowered and better than I did when I was 40. For some reason, 40, I about had a meltdown. Like, it was very depressing for me.
Right.
But 50, I'm just like feeling sassy and let's go.
Best years of my life were 50 to 65.
Really? Okay. I just kind
I
of
had
feel
energy and clarity, and life was like, wow, yeah.
You know what? I think that once I passed 50, I kind of stopped worrying about other people's opinions of me and judgments, and I
Right.
stopped being so judgmental about myself and about other things around me. I just kind of, it is what it is.
yeah, I think
Here I am.
you just
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like
I'm
this
much more laid back, I
confidence
think.
that you like are just like whatever. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
shall we do some yoga?
Let's do it.
Okay. So
Now that
we're-
we've solved all the world's problems.
At least the small problems. So bring your hands to your knees, and we're going to start by first we're going to start breathing. I think we spent a long time setting the breath last time. So right now we're going to try to remind ourselves of how to do that. So just keep your hands resting on your legs. Close your eyes for a moment and see if you can feel your heart beating. And if you can, inhale for a count of 4 heartbeats and exhale for a count of 4 heartbeats, so that we're coordinating our breath with the heartbeat. And then open your eyes and bring your arms onto your knees. And I'm going to do a count rhythm. I'll say inhale 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
We're going to lift our arms, okay, to that same count. And notice what happens with the chest, the ribs, that those will expand. They'll expand forward because the movement is forward. But see if you can also feel an expansion in the back of your ribs. Your diaphragm, the primary muscle of respiration, is attached to the sternum in front, the ribs all the way around in the spine in the back. Right about the same place that there's a muscle called the psoas that comes from the spine, comes behind the internal organs and attaches to the inner thighs. So,
Whoa.
yeah.
Okay.
And that muscle is responsible for helping us. It's one of the hip flexors. It's responsible for helping us stabilize when we're standing, but
Okay.
also to bring the legs and the torso together. Okay, so
That's important.
yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll start by closing our eyes, and then I'll count, and we'll go inhale, raise the arms. So we'll inhale. Everybody, raise your arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, all the way up, and see how much your chest expands. And then exhale, 2, 3, 4. So we're coordinating heart rhythm, breath, and movement. Okay? And also notice that when you raise your arms, you tend to arch your back.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can not.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you're just isolating the movement in the shoulders. We're going to work a lot today on the arms.
Okay.
So
I got it.
we're going to go again. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. And one more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. So that helps when we move our arms. It creates more space in the chest and the ribs to create more space for the lungs, and we can breathe more deeply. Okay, so now we're going to, hands here, and now we're going to encourage the arching of the back. So we're going to inhale the arms up and arch, and then exhale the hands down and kind of round in. And again, I'll do that to a 4 count. Okay?
Okay.
Ready at home? So here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Next time you do that, see if you can hug the floor with your feet as if you're on the way up, as if you're trying to slide your feet back, so you're engaging your legs too and your feet.
Okay.
And then keep that as you exhale and curl in, and maybe even kind of try to squeeze the glutes when you cool in, so
Okay.
that we're engaging the whole body.
Sure.
Okay? So here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 2 more times. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now we're going to bring just inhale up, 2, 3, 4, and stay there. We'll interlace our fingers and then flip the hands and press up.
Okay.
So inhale, 2, 3, 4, stay there, interlace your fingers, flip your hands, press up. Notice how your shoulders are close to your ears. Continue to breathe as if I'm counting for a 4 count breath. And then we're keeping our arms up, trying to keep the elbow straight, lower the shoulders away from the ears, keeping the elbow straight, and then lift the shoulders up, and then lower them and lift them up without arching the back if you can. So we're isolating the muscles, and we're squeezing those muscles around the neck to release any tension, and then hold them up and release. And then bring your arms down. Yeah. So we're going
Nice.
to work with the neck now.
You got all this, Adrian?
So just squeeze shoulder blades, shoulders up, and then let them drop. And then squeeze and just let them drop. Instead of controlling the drop, just let them drop down. So we're squeezing, we're tightening the muscles, and then we're releasing the muscles. And then one more time, up and down. Okay. Now we'll turn our heads. So we'll turn to the left far as we can go, and then bring the head back to center and turn to the right. And here we're going to inhale to the center and then exhale left and inhale center and exhale right and inhale center. Now bring your thumb in front of you. This is an eye exercise.
Oh.
And we're gonna we're gonna be space invaders.
Okay.
Okay,
I love
flip you in the
that.
mouth.
Okay.
So, but what you're gonna do is you're not turning your head. You're letting your eyes move. You're trying to keep that in your peripheral vision until you can no longer see it. And then you slowly move it back. And then cross over to the left, keeping your head straight. And then bring it back and relax. Not easy to do without turning your head, because the first thing you want to do is turn your head to
Sure.
follow. So, but it's a really good focusing exercise.
Now I'm going to get you.
Yeah, I know. Here we go. And
Payback.
say hello to Cheryl until you can no longer see it. And then you come back and cross over. Good. And then come back and relax. And now we will stretch the sides of the body. So we'll lift the arms, just shoot them straight up.
Like we're cheerleaders?
Yes, like we're cheerleaders, or like we've got weights. And then bring your right hand down to the chair and lean to the right. But notice how your left hip wants to come up off the chair.
Mm-hmm.
So see if you can keep that down. You might even hold the floor with your feet, press your feet down and engage the glutes. Look up toward your hand, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale back up, and then exhale that arm down. So
That's fun.
yeah, and you can do this at your desk anytime you need a break.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and recommendations. I used to follow all these online gurus about business and creating your own brand and blah, 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 which I never really did. But it was fun to think about. And one of the things is, like, every 2 hours, do something physical. Or every 45 minutes, do
Sure.
something physical in your mind, your brain. Okay, arms up again. Inhale, and then left hand down, and we're leaning to the left. So here, the right hip wants to come up. See if you can keep it down. Engage the glutes. Look at the right arm and inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Last time. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Come on up and exhale. Lower the arm down. Okay, we're going to twist next, and then we're going to do a forward bend, and then we're going to do some arm exercises, and then we'll do a back bend and strengthening.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm down.
So, what did I say? We're twisting. Okay. All right. Didn't have enough coffee this morning. Inhale, lift your arms, and then start from your belly. Hug the floor with the feet, engage your glutes, and now keep your chin in line with your sternum and turn your whole body to the right. And when you're there, then bring your right hand down, hold the chair, left hand to your right leg. And now, if you'd like to, you can start to turn your head and look over that right shoulder. I'm not counting. We'll just take one more breath. And now bringing the head back in line with the sternum first, and then untwisting the whole body. A lot of teachers will tell you to turn your head first, but I find that if I turn my head first, I don't get as much of a rotation in my lower body.
See that.
So arms up again, inhaling up, and then keep the arms up, hug the floor with the feet, engage the glutes, and then from your navel, you're turning to the left. Once you can't get to turn the torso anymore, bring your hands down, left hand to the chair, right hand to your left leg, and then turn your head and look over the left shoulder. Imagine you're one of those great horned owls. You can swivel your head around. And don't forget to breathe deeply. One more breath. And inhale, head first, and then the torso. Okay. So to do the forward bend, widen your feet just a little bit, and then turn your toes out. Mostly we want our toes forward, but this time we're turning them out. And then I'm going to have to move back a little bit so I don't fall off the chair. That would be fun.
I mean, it would make
Teach
for
you-
great TV.
It would.
And she could probably get up off the floor.
Yeah, and she
better
could
than
get
we
up off
can.
the floor, so. Yeah.
So come forward and hold your ankles as much as you can. And then press your arms into your legs and your legs into your arms. So you want to be able to not open them so much anymore, Cheryl. You want to keep the same position, but here we're working with the arms and the legs. And you might feel this in your inner thigh muscles, up in the groins. And then let your chin come down. And one more deep breath. And then we're going to walk our hands forward and reach our arms and come up. So, did you feel that in your lower back?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I definitely feel it here too.
Okay, good. So we'll work on the arms and then a back bend, and then if we have time, we'll work on the legs, because we did a lot with the legs last time and the
Okay.
hips, okay? So first we're gonna hug ourselves, but the way we're gonna hug
Aw.
ourselves, yeah, we all need hugs, is we're bringing our arms forward, and then you're gonna cross your left elbow over the right elbow. Okay, it's awkward. You feel that you're kind of rounding forward. See if you can draw the shoulder blades back, and then bring your arms to your hands to your opposite shoulder. So this can feel really, really good. And I get lost online. I don't know if any of you do that. But,
No.
but I was looking at one, maybe a mini TED Talk or something, where they were actually encouraging people to hug themselves. So
I
we
love
have
it.
the left arm over the right arm. And so you can stay here. So this is, you can feel this in the backs of your shoulders.
Mhm.
You can feel this in your arms. So this might be where you stay. You could also maybe press down on the left arm and right and up on the right arm, and you can feel more work
yeah.
in your arms, and take some deep breaths. And then you might bring the backs of your hands together with the elbows high.
Okay.
Maybe hook your wrists. Yeah, it doesn't
What?
matter. I know. And then I have been in classes where the teacher actually straightened her elbows, that's way beyond me.
Wait, how? Okay.
So backs of the hands together, more
Okay,
or
yeah.
less. And then the right hand would come toward your nose and then over
Oh,
to
I
the
get
wrist,
it.
okay?
Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
hard.
Yes, and then the tendency is for the hands to come close to the forehead, so you want to try to open that and then lift the elbows. And you can go up and down a little bit. And hello,
That's a good stretch.
isn't it? And then back and release.
Oh yeah.
It's
you
like
can
a
feel
whole
it like
shoulder
there.
thing
Yeah.
going on. Yeah.
And then that's part of a posture called eagle, where you're balancing on one leg and the arms are like that and you curl in. And we'll do that in a second. But not standing up. We
Okay,
can do it
okay,
in the
okay.
chair. We can do it in the chair. So
Yeah, you don't want that.
then the arms are forward, and now we're reversing, so the right elbow comes over the left, and we hug. And so I used to go to classes with people who were doing handstands in class and really fancy arm balances and stuff. And the teacher used to say, don't pay attention to them. The only reason that they're doing that is because they need to do more to feel anything.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're feeling something, we're doing it right, regardless of what it looks like. And then we breathe into that feeling. There's something in yoga called the edge. So we go to the edge of our discomfort. And as one of my friends says, then we're comfortably uncomfortable. And we stay there for a while. And then that discomfort becomes comfortable. And then we move on to maybe hands behind. And I can't even get my hands behind anymore. And then the left hand comes in front toward your nose, and you can lift up and down and forward and back if you feel like it. The biggest thing is, and I like to practice with my eyes closed so I can breathe, pay attention to the sensations, relax into the sensations, and then release and relax. And the biggest problem that we have that I see in gyms, and I've started going out and doing weight training now, is that our ego gets involved and we want to do more, so we push ourselves.
Sure.
And if you can kind of stay where you are and close your eyes and relax into it and breathe into it, you can generally tell when you're going too far. If we just have a goal, then we hurt ourselves.
Yeah, I could see that.
So anyway, so one more practice. I think I had, no, because this is a slap, so we won't do that.
I mean, that could make for good TV.
Actually, Abbott and Costello.
right.
We could do that then. Okay.
Or the Three Stooges.
Right. Yeah.
We save those ones for Friday afternoons.
So let's, we'll get back to the hip when we do the hips. Bring your hands behind the chair. We did a forward bend, so this is a back bend, and you can press down. Notice that when you press down and draw your shoulder blades together, your belly tends to go forward. So see if you can keep your abdominal muscles drawing in and focus on stretching the muscles of the chest. Let the head move back and open your throat and take a deep breath. And release. So now we're warmed up. Walk your feet forward. Bring your hands back again. This time you're leaning back. Bring your belly in, and this might be enough, okay? So if you would like to strengthen the upper body and the arms, lift your butt off the floor and bring your toes forward and look up. And come on back. That laughter's perfect, because that's my response to when somebody asks me something, to do something, I go, are you kidding me?
Love it.
Okay, so we've done arms. Now we'll do legs a little bit. And I have no track of time, so we'll see.
We're good. 10 minutes
Okay,
or so.
good. So bring your right ankle onto your
Oh boy, here we go.
left thigh. Yes.
The lack of flexibility.
Well, yeah, it's all of us. And one of my first workshop teachers said it's not flexibility, it's adaptability
Okay.
that we need to do. And that's something that's, I think, especially important in the age we're living in. So foot flex back, and I like to press down And you notice you get a little bit more sensation in the
yes.
hip.
Right through here.
Huge.
But then see what happens when you press up too, so the force is equal. And we're working with isometrics here in some regard. Yoga works with isometric principles a lot. So as we press down, we also press up, and then this involves the rest of the body. It involves, I can feel it in my right hip and in my shoulder and in my arm. And a deep breath.
No, Dylan, you come in here, you gotta do yoga.
Good job.
Dylan's trying to sneak through.
Good. And then slide your leg over.
Oh gosh.
And see if you can bring your right shin toward your left shin. And then press your left shin toward your right shin.
Wait.
I feel it
okay.
in my butt now
Okay.
when I do that. And the thighs kind of squeeze together, engage the glutes.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay. I got it.
And breathe. You could do this in a restaurant. It might keep you from eating that cake. If that's your goal. And release. And just kind of walk it out.
Okay.
And other side. Now, some traditions, and I've studied a lot of different traditions, I meant to tell you too that there are as many different kinds of yoga and sects, if you will, or traditions, as there are different kinds of Christianity.
Sure.
So there's no just one yoga. Some are very devotional, some are just purely physical, some work only with the mind. So it's not just a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. And we gravitate toward the things that, based on our temperament and our personalities, I think. So flex a foot back. Cheryl, can you bring your foot over a little bit more? Yeah. And then press down and back up. I went to Rock for Tots, Rock for Kids on Friday night.
Yes.
I had so much fun. I danced and danced and danced and danced.
Good.
That's awesome.
My hips really hurt.
People don't realize what a workout dancing can be.
Oh, it was wonderful. I told Amanda, I went with Amanda, and I said, I am so happy right now. I looked around, I just loved everybody.
That's great.
This is like probably a serotonin boost too, yeah.
60s music, awesome. And then we're gonna slide the left leg over the right. I'll try to squeeze those shins together and the thighs together and engage the glutes. And deeply breathe. And release. Okay, now I said we're gonna do a seated eagle pose.
Okay.
Okay, and I can never remember over under, but I think. Okay, arms out, and cross left elbow over right, and then take hold of your shoulders. You can stay here if you want, or you can move the hands out and hold your wrist. But then we're taking the right leg over the left, and we're going to take a deep inhale and then come forward. Engage the abdominal muscles. Let your chin come down and take 3 deep breaths.
I felt that in my thigh. Am I supposed to feel that in my thigh?
You're supposed to feel it where you do.
Okay.
Because we're all different. And those of us who teach yoga, we teach based on what we feel in our own bodies, but that's not relevant to everybody in our
Gotcha.
classes. So I can say, oh, feel that there, and go,
Not so much.
I don't think so. Okay, so arms out, and now right over left. Did we do right over left before?
No, we did left over right, so
Did we?
now we're right over left.
Okay. See, I need my students to tell me where I am in class. I had one student once, and I said something, and I always mistake right and left. And I said left, she goes, right. Okay, somebody's awake out there. I'm glad.
Good deal.
Okay, and so now it's left over right. Keep this position, because it's still a really good stretch in the back, or move to the other one, and take a deep inhale and exhale, draw in, deep breathing, let your chin come toward your collarbone, inhales and exhales with the heart rhythm as much as we can. And imagine you're an eagle protecting its young high up, getting ready to fly away, just drawing inward, and then inhale up and spread your wings. Okay, good. And I think that's about all I have prepared, but we can work on our feet. That's one of the things. So lift,
Ooh, I like feet.
lower. Yes. One of the things I like to do in a lot of poses, and I'm going to take off my shoes. I won't insist that you all do it. But is to really press down on the balls of the toes and to try to really stretch the calves. So if you really lift
Yeah.
your heel up,
Mm-hmm.
you
You
can
can feel it
that
back,
in the
yeah.
calf, yes. Take a few deep breaths. And if you feel like you're trying to get up off the chair, you put a lot of pressure, you might even feel it in your hamstrings.
Mhm.
And then the reason I like to take my shoes off is when I'm in this position, I like to massage my feet, which can be really, really helpful. I've started to massage my feet before I go to sleep at night.
Makes sense.
Probably helps with circulation.
It does, and it's also, there are acupressure points, acupuncture points on the feet. If you look it up, there's a map on the feet and the hands and the ears and the tongue that refer to the internal organs. So
Okay.
saying, hi liver, I hope you're doing well today.
Hi, liver, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, I've been drinking my mushroom coffee. I'm taking care
Oh.
of my liver. It's good.
Is it? You like it?
I do.
Oh.
Strangely. It's really good,
Well,
actually.
Do you use it
Does
with
it-
cream or just by itself?
Does it taste like coffee?
No.
I don't like coffee. Does it taste like mushrooms?
No. It's
it taste like
almost
dirt?
no. You just need to try it. It's almost it's creamy and it's almost to me more chocolatey than anything.
Huh.
And that sounds really strange because it's mushrooms and there's like 7 different mushrooms in it or something. But what I read finally is because I do drink coffee in the morning, you can just mix them together. So that's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Health and zip.
Yes.
Health and zip. So take your right foot forward. Bring your hands behind. And you're going to try to, we're not lifting it, but point your toes so much that you feel like you're trying to curl the toes down and actually bring the toes to the floor in front of you. Feel that? So my calf is starting to cramp.
I was gonna say,
They don't like
I'm
this.
gonna end up with a cramp.
I don't really like this. But if you can curl your toes in there too, you might be able to feel your arch. And
Yes.
then, if that's not enough sensation, then you would lift the body and really try to get the toes down. And release. Oops. Thanks, Liv. And bring that back. So I was in a workshop, and this was taught to me to be a way to alleviate plantar fasciitis.
Yes, because I battled that.
Yeah, so the toes forward, and a lot of the time that condition in the foot is a result of tight calves, all right? So we're trying to, and if you're not feeling cramping, if you're not feeling anything at all, then that's when you lift. If you're feeling something before that, you don't have to lift. It's really good for arm strengthening too. Okay.
Oh, you mean the furnace that we're not allowed to touch? Okay.
Oh. If that happens again, just do this to me and I'll try to speak more loudly, okay? Because I tend to be soft, especially if I'm a little tired. So bring your hands, interlace your hands. We're going to do some stuff with the arms and the breath now. So we're going to flip the hands and we're going to inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And I'm going to sit a little bit back so my elbows don't poke you. So, and then we're going to do this quickly. It'll look like this a little bit.
Okay.
Which really energizes the body, okay? So, and do it on your own breath. So if this is easier, then do it that way. We're almost done. Okay, this is the last thing, so. Think of a bellows. Anybody lightheaded yet?
A little bit.
Okay.
We need
So-
to have her come in with Tim Jackson on CPR Day.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what it reminded me of.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just a moment, because Pete's here and we're done. So close your eyes, take a moment to let your breath return to normal. Maybe interlace your fingers or put your hands in prayer or something. But just center yourself, bring yourself inside. Feel your entire body as much as possible. Feel your heartbeat. Allow your lips to turn up into a slight Mona Lisa smile. And namaste. Thank you all.
No.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Great to see you again.
Yes,
Love you.
thank you. How fun. Very good. Well, Nancy, you're just a delight. Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel
Yes.
as if I can conquer the day now.
Yes, it's going to be a good day.
Yes.
I feel like it's going to be a good day.
After the last time, I was so calm when I went to work that people would say things and I'd have a rebuttal and I think, no, you don't have to say that. It's fine.
I was so calm after you left last time. I'm like, is it nappy nap time? Everybody's like, no, it's only 10 a.m.
Well, maybe we'll see you again in December.
Absolutely. We love that. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do a couple of messages and then we will rearrange and be back with Pete Wilson in just a minute.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more, in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.